more
Alright.
stress. How about that?
Oh, fun. All right, I'm finally in.
Awesome.
If it isn't my duo poke.
Hello. Who said that? I heard.
This guy just got dono walled. Oh my gosh.
I just got egoed hard. Oh my god. Oh,
Wait, what happened?
nah,
I think
that's straight. That's straight. Not bad, straight. It's
Yeah, I don't even know what happened.
can we just get on California?
We're just playing Israel servers, like I asked.
Yeah, Tel Aviv servers are best. I have like the homeland advantage.
Right, it's like promised. Or we can do Brazil servers. I also get the home advantage from that one.
Cali is great. Yeah, let's play Cali.
He's playing, by the way. He's playing, by the way. Well, Texas.
I mean, it's like a 40 ping average. This isn't. Why not Illinois? Why don't we try Illinois? Can you just put it on London servers, please?
Frankfurt.
Or try Vancouver. Vancouver's not that bad either.
What about the North Korea servers? I heard those ones have no people in them.
Yeah, those are locked down.
Yeah,
I think if you get on North Korea servers, you just can't get off them.
You die in the game, you die in real life.
I don't really know what to do. Holy.
Hmm?
No, I'm just waiting for them to confirm that they're ready, Loki.
All right. Oh, yeah. Fair.
Happy Pride Month, Poke.
Happy Pride Month. Wait, are you trying to say something?
No.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I'm 20 RR off of Ascendant 2.
Nice. I'm like one game away from Diamond 3.
W. Love to see it. Oh wait,
Just put it on auto and click the big red button.
can you check my thing for the cheats?
I did.
Oh, okay.
It is if you're solo queuing. Yeah. I think you have to uncheck every box and then it'll just look for the best server. Just put it on Australian servers. We all play 200 ping. Why don't we just all like queue a ranked game at the same time?
It's like I didn't have to worry about being late, huh?
Yeah.
Who's late?
You guys are so slow.
Who's late, bro?
Not me, apparently.
Um,
You joining Azumi?
4?
Mm. Observing,
Oh,
co-casting,
what's up,
whatever.
Azumi?
No, just here.
Did you not realize Azumi was here?
No, I have things off whenever I'm streaming.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill.
All right, fair enough. You don't want to jump in the game and observe?
No, except for now.
All right, fair enough.
Just here to hang out until I have to leave.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
Yippee!
Yippee! Okay, back into it.
Been a while.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Night Sky Arena. And I've been waiting for so long to say that. Already straight into it with a very anticipated rematch, to say the very least. Two teams that have a lot of story, for sure, and not exactly bad blood, but OPZ did knock down to the lower bracket of Group C during the Night Sky Invitational, which ultimately caused a butterfly effect, which culminated in WIC's eventual elimination by the hands of none other than HNL.
HNL mentioned.
So
This is gonna be interesting because OPZ, how many people did they keep? I know they kept John Pork. I'm not sure. I've not been following.
Yeah,
Is it just him?
They kept JP and they kept All I Need, or Koi. They kept John Pork and
Okay.
Koi.
Meanwhile, what's it called? At the very least, I don't recognize the name of the middle one, but at the very least, still 4 of their players.
Yeah, I mean,
So
they kept 4 out of 5, and that's one of the reasons why I personally was advocating for to be ranked higher than they are, because this team was already a good team, right? Even though they kind of went out in 5th, 6th place, I don't think that anyone could make the argument that was ever going to make it past 5th, 6th place. I think that they placed right where they wanted, and now they're back and they've had a lot of time, right? And
not only that, they also did play with subs during those games at the
100%.
end.
They're in their full roster right now. The cool thing is, last time these two teams played, it was in the opening match of the Night Sky Invitational of Group C, and now they're back in Group D in the opening match.
How do I follow the observer?
You press the left bracket. I'm following you now, Brax. Are you there, by the way?
All right, there we go.
Yes, I am here. Hello.
Alright.
All right.
I'll
take pistol. This should be an interesting matchup indeed. Let's see if Legacy of OPZ is enough to take down the still standing Legacy of what's it called right now? Because they still have 4 of their players again.
Both of these teams had a lot of success during the Invitational. We'll see if they can emulate that during this arena.
I see a big A fight here coming from OPZ. Looks like what's it called? Have other plans though. Take the mountain space here.
Immediately taking control of Rebel, but we're seeing a person push out the flank.
Decide to pivot towards A fully, but they've got a large flank on their back.
Already gaining space, execing through tree. Paranoia comes out, everyone off site. 3-person wrap coming in, but 2 still in Rebel. All I need finds
big
the
fight
burst.
going on here.
Nimbus gets the trade, but All I Need actually wins it out. Ooh, whiffy from
a bit
Nimbus.
of a whiff. 3 versus 3 on the retake. Let's see if what's it called? Can retake this side or not? It's John Pork a little bit behind the tree, but John Pork gets 2 of them. Nimbus and Zera fall to his hands. See if he gets one onto R30. They're both holding him. It might be a little hard here. Smoke might do something, but will it be enough? And no. What's it called? Pull in the first round.
Finds the pistol round. Wins the first round of the Night Sky Arena. Big accomplishment. We're seeing some good stuff from what's it called, you know? Very proactive, immediately pushing out of B, 3-person flank, finding a lot of early space. They just didn't know how to deal with all I need. Koi on the Vise, coming out, holding control of Rubble. Very impressive shots for sure. Very good understanding of the win condition for that round. OPZ just had a good game plan and capitalized on it for sure. Seeing a 4-person stack over towards C. Enonym Nami immediately TPs out over towards Rebel, takes control. I wonder how long until OPZ susses out the fact that there's actually nobody over towards A. There's 4 people strong on C. Fade solo holding over towards B.
PZ might have the right here read towards A here, but do they know it? That's the question.
Seems like Fade has sussed something out. Is actually going to walk back over towards A. Very slow round so far. OPZ showing a ton of respect to what's it called. Comes through, clearing the B main space. Wall as well. Trying to put a little bit of pressure, maybe block off what they suspect to be an A push, but it's too late. OPZ is already broken through the choke. Is now firmly on A. R30 trying to put a little bit of pressure on B, but OPZ is just not causing what's it called to fall for this. They're up in A heaven, going to hear everything. John Pork, Boombot to clear out, drop. Spike will be planted by Koi.
Ooh.
Bam, Zera barely makes it out alive. Nami's TP will be heard. Zera just lurking around in heaven. Tree opened as well. They still have Rubble control. They don't even have to play on site here. They have plenty of space. 3 members of WIC grouping up over towards heaven. It looks like they just want to die to the spike. And I wonder, we're going to see anyone be allowed to hunt here. We are pretty close to a Vise ult already for Koi. All I need.
Get caught up with nade.
No, nade comes out and it looks like no, JP gets a pick onto Omen somehow. That's impressive, but still, 5-person save for to die to the spike. Penalty actually finds Senzu.
Wow.
Interesting development, but still, no harm, no foul. 4 people surviving for OPZ. Money's gonna get pretty good. Ultimate orbs starting to get snowballed just a little bit. WSA don't really have anything to show out of these 2 rounds, and now 5 rounds gonna come out. We'll have to see what they can do. The buy is a little bit broken though. They will have full rifles, but 3 people with the light shield coming up, and as we know, Jet Senzu still has an outlaw. This double duelist is something that we haven't actually seen a ton of out of OPZ. They've always played very traditional comps, but now picking up a new player, Senzu, putting John Pork on the raise, playing this double duelist composition, and they started out really well.
That is a big fight here.
Yeah, it looks like WIC is just fighting Rubble a little bit. Senzu missed outlaw shot, just a little bit of spam. Prowler to clear this space. Doesn't actually catch John Pork somehow. But Senna catches John Pork out. Knows they have control of Rubble. Still 4 over, but Viper sitting unbreakable. Vice clearing the C space. Walking up B. Might prepare to open door, but right now just putting a hold on it.
They're for sure ready for this if they want to exec B. Honestly, what's it called? Have a good control of the map right now. Zera.
Hold over towards C. They have the read. They know that WIC actually ready to run. Prowler comes through, going to catch out Zera. Spam shot through the smoke. A free sight for OPZ. R30 gets that plant. 1 closer to a fatal, and now WIC all of a sudden on the back foot. However, they are still up numbers. That's the silver lining to all this, and Jet is low. Moving up 3 over towards Hall. Vise still over towards water. Fade coming through door will be heard.
Fight towards spawn.
Senzu still holding the flank. Knows that nobody's there. Nami, quick shots all around. Cart finds first. All I need finds the trade, but Senna finds all I need in return. 4 versus 2. Still holding strong. R30 finds penalty. OPZ 2 versus 3. Surely OPZ don't win this. Senzu finds Arden. R30 finds Cart. Zera finds R30. It's 1 versus 1. Zera knows where Senzu is. 6 bullets left.
No
time is ticking, and Zera has to save. OPZ wins the 3rd round. by a thin margin.
Honestly,
Still.
incredible like round from both teams. I think even if like what's it called makes one different step there, they get that bomb off.
Yeah.
But OPZ was able to hold them off barely just enough, just so they couldn't get the bomb defuse off.
Yeah, it's very good time management skills and also the read. Knowing that B is empty, but realizing that WIC are prepared to rotate through breakable, through heaven, they have so much space, the B retake so easy in that position. So instead, they pivot through door on the C and capture the solo holder, push him off the site, get the spike down, and all of a sudden, because they are flourishing. And Rebel fight again, 3 people strong for what's it called? But already, Senna finds Zinzu. R30 gets
R30
2 in return. Shots are nice. Now breakable will be opened. Nimbus forced to back off the line, yielding the space to OPZ, grouping up with Viper. 3 over towards C and B, and OPZ have all of the A space. Just gonna lock up now. Koi Thorn to block this out. Makes the retake even harder. Prowler comes out, clears space. They're still taking it slow, doing their due diligence. Have a minute on the timer. Taking it down this a little bit. Tree popped. Prowler to clear.
We have 3v3 retake. Let's see if what's it called can get anything out of this, considering they have 2 pistols and a Vandal from Zera.
Here's his sheer opens. R30 has a fade ult now. Not sure that he will need it into this round. At least he shouldn't. Clearing this close corner.
Toxin screen down.
Boy over towards Rebel has the information. Has to watch the flank. He knows their Nimbus makes noise. Alerts Koi to his position. Boombot will be used. Koi, you have to dodge.
He knows.
He has a Vandal. Koi dodges the Boombot, but actually no, it hits him, and now Nimbus. Why isn't that what's going on? Nimbus finds all I need, and all of a sudden, Ray's ult popped, Fatal, primed and ready to be taken. R30 around the door. Zera finds John Pork, and only one left. R30 is gonna have to go big or go home. Fatal can be used. I comes out and
Sharp catches him.
puts a finish to OPZ. They find the thrifty round and get on the board.
I mean, honestly, just an incredible retake here from what's it called. I mean, they were able to separate all I need from the rest of the pack, so that way they can kill him.
Yeah,
and then
100%. And in fact, they didn't even really need to separate him. He was already separated. They already knew from the pistol round, whenever they 3-person flanked through B, that all I need loves to play Rebel and hold that space. And they realized, okay, we have to take this Rebel space if we want the future to be good. And Penalty capitalized on that realization so well. So nice to watch. Towards stairs by solo holding A.
I have the spike.
Grouping up over towards C. They have some sort of read. One way comes out. They think it's a fake of some sort. Prowler comes out, clears the open space. Raise and fade, walking into mound right as OPC groups up. I will be shot by John Pork. Only one person heard so far creeping around the corner. You're gonna have to clear the raise. You're gonna have to clear close right. John Pork, no! Nimbus finds 2 before he's finally killed by Nami. A penalty finds Nami. In return, it's a 4 versus 2. OPZ down numbers once again. What's it called? Crawling out of the mud. Penalty pushing through. Smoke comes through as well. Avias, while still holding the space, will not do much, especially as the Prowler catches Nimbus, or catches Koi, sorry. Zinzu finds Zera. It's a good start for sure. Still a 3 versus 2. They have control of the spike. Pinged out by Penalty. He has the read. Here's the noise. Molly comes through. A little bit of extra stall. Boy. Spamming Zinzu as well. Waits for the Molly to disappear. Seas comes through. Doesn't catch anyone. Paranoia as well. A lot of utility expended just to allow the smoke to be refreshed. And Zinzu pushes straight through. Smokes. All I need. Finds Art and Senna. Cart found by All I Need. It's a 1 versus 1. And Penalty with the classic. 2 rounds on the board for what's it called.
Find you.
That was a very close round, and honestly, good clutch from Penalty there, because that was looking a little dangerous from OPZ.
I mean, 100%. They had a great position, Poke, and you're right. It was a great clutch, and it's worrying that that's what it had to come through, but it's also comforting that Penalty is able to clutch it out and able to stay calm in these situations. And all of a sudden, OPZ are losing momentum. Somehow, what's it called? An absolute roundabout. A turnaround from the first part of this game. Both of these teams hanging out B main, but only one of these teams is actually taking over. Penalty will here. The Rebel is being taken over as well. Being heard cross map. Prowler from what's it called clears out the B space. 3 now popped. Fade Prowler from OPZ clears out that space. They're a solo anchor over towards A once again. forced to play off-site. At the same time, Koi lurking on to C. Carp, a little bit of sleep. Carp, you have to hold the single. You can't die to this. All I need
wow.
is a banger of a shot on the Carp. And all of a sudden, C-site is cracked
Nimbus.
wide open. Nimbus finds Senzu.
Their flank.
A little bit of a consolation, but Zera holding this Koi. You can't overpeak. Koi gets out alive somehow. It can't get any better than this. An open C-site and a Vise who gets out alive no matter what. Thorns come through, extra stall. Not exactly popped yet. Just trying to play enter retake. Thorns will be popped now. Blocking off Senna. Taking the extra space. Now Senna and Raze grouping up. Vise ult pop just to allow for the plant. OPZ want this round. Senna teleports out, keeps his gun alive, but there's a flank. There's a flank. Nami with the Sheriff.
Nami.
It's a backline hero. With shots, but it won't even matter. No matter what, this is incredible. Nimbus finally finds Nami.
2v3 retake.
Have to
And
breathe,
what's
they
it called?
know
Do
this.
it.
Nimbus and Zera grouping up over towards halls, clearing these angles very carefully. Koi in the corner, not going to be cleared. R30 holding the cross. Zera finds all I need. In the corner, Zera. Another banger, and Nimbus puts an end to it. Yet again, absolute heroics.
I
How
mean,
did that go? What's
it's
it
working.
called way? It's working. You're
It's
right.
working, but like I don't know how long they can keep it working for.
Not while
They've been. I mean, I don't remember the first round they won, but to be honest, these past 2 rounds that they've won have been off of mostly hero plays. Here from 1 or 2 select players.
Right.
Now we
If
win.
one or two select players that OPZ, I don't think the issue is the fact that have hero plays pulling them through. I think the issue is that OPZ have no answer. They had early momentum, and now that is crawling back into the game, they have no answer. And all of a sudden, this round is the swing round. Whoever loses this round is bound to lose the next as well. Ultimate's coming through finally for OPZ. Jet, Omen, Raze, and Fade. Only one missing is Vise, used last round into a round that was not won. And now, speaking of which, Raze pops that ultimate straight onto C, finding an open sight. Thorn pop won't do much. Jet dashes through, a little bit of damage taken from the Thorns. Base garnered. Like
Big
now,
5v5 retake here.
not exactly
from both
5v5.
sides.
Looks like a 4v5, and all I need is
Oh.
wrapping around on the B. But
Actually,
Carp
yeah.
has the read. All I need
Oh,
is
Carp
looking.
knows.
All I need gets caught up by Carp, who reads him perfectly, like an open book. And now, decides
this is a good
investing
Vise
this
ult.
ult is a good investment. Fataled as well, just to try and get this space paranoia. But there's one man still on site. John Pork, what can you do? What can you show us? Blinded up. But none the wiser, John Pork finds Nimbus, finds one
It's
more
2.
on site. He's pulling heroics, but they're gonna have to do more. Penalty finds Nom, Ready Sinners finds John Pork, Penalty finds Sindu as well. R30, last one left alive. Sticking. Penalty found by R30. There's just one alive, and it's not planned for you. Carp on the spike. R30 finds the headshot.
Where are you?
4th round for OPZ. Speaking of heroics, there's R30 when you need him the most.
I mean, yeah, you can do as much good util as you want, play as much good Valorant as you need, but in the end, it comes down to one man with a gun, and that man is R30.
Right, but Poke, I have to beg the question. Is using 2 8 or ultimates into a round and getting nothing really good Valorant? I don't think so. And it looks like whenever doesn't have heroics, they don't have a round. That is an
true,
issue.
actually.
And now that OPC finally dealt with it, it looks bad for them. Now, Zero. Solo
More on
over
that
towards
aim,
C,
man,
yet
though.
again, not even a little bit of utility. 4 over towards Rubble, yet again a 4-1, leaving the B side open, and this time nobody's unbreakable, nobody's in position. Visewall will hear this information, grouping up on the Visewall, want to just grip and fast flank. Visewall now on B, will be popped. And Zera hears the noise, Bandit on site, Flash comes through, Senzu trying to block himself off. Raze comes through, gonna push Zera out of position. Zera, the unmovable object, still has the ghost on site, and they are none the wiser. Still behind the pillar.
Spike planted.
As there is a
Big
4-person
flank
flank
here, though.
coming through. Yeah, 4-person flank gonna be a big engagement. Carp finds John Pork. Only one more, and you have to clear this close corner. Prowler is perfect. Nimbus pops the Razor into it. Finds Senzu. There's still one on site. Sarah finally found out. R30 finds the first. Carp gets the trade. Finally on site. Squished and suffocated. Nami is low HP. Teleports away. Penalty joins Nami, and only one left alive. All I need on site. Finds the first. Finds the second. 2 more left. You're low HP of a Vandal, and Nimbus puts it into the round. The ultimate eco round from what's it called?
I mean, how many ecos is this that, what's it called, have won now?
Dude, I don't even know, man. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah. Give them vandals, meh, maybe, but give them a sheriff and a few ghosts.
That's
I'm
where
definitely
it's
gonna
at,
get that
man.
round out.
Give what's it called? 2 big ultimates, buys and fade, and they'll find nothing. But give them a ghost, they'll find the round. All of a sudden, ultimates now being cycled out. Only ultimates left aren't exactly big, just a Viper pit to be heard of for what's it called. Pinging out Rubble, don't exactly want to fight it this time instead. 2 people strong over towards B. Want to get this early space penalty. Early C's have their combo. Could be dangerous.
Nade, actually.
Nade will not find anything somehow, even though C's was perfect. Prowler comes out, clears all of close to main space. Wall comes out, just trying to stall this out a little bit. What's it called? Are definitely nervous. Three grouping up over towards Breakable. Well, there's a solo hold over on A. It's just Carp to be heard of. As well as Koi calling his team back over, has the read, and it is a good read for sure. R30, Made Eye primed. All he will find is empty space and delusions from Carp. Hiding behind this wall, he's gonna have to go big or go home. At least 1 here, maybe 2.
If they don't check him, I might actually scream.
Yeah. Carp holding this
It looks
angle
like they're
though.
gonna.
Carp finds the first, but all I need
The
finally
spike
gets the
down
trade.
A.
Carp not gonna get too much out of that. I wonder if maybe hiding would have been better. Dead dash is on. They have the read. Open space on the A side. Thorns come through, gonna stall this retake as well. What's it called? How are you going to deal with this? They have all the space. They have the rubble. They have tree. They have drop. What's it called? Don't exactly have the utility for this. Down 4 people. Don't even have the Viper ultimate. Dare now just wants to hop down in the drop. Whiff
got a
from
whiff.
Senzu. Whiff from Senzu. But still
Another
has a
whiff.
classic. He has a classic still. Nimbus straight to the poke. Finds R30. Nade is good, but not for a kill. All I need. Sitting in the smoke.
Fucking tree.
Satchel comes through. Flash is broken.
One
You can
enemy
spam, or you
Wow.
can go home. John Pork finds
John
Nimbus
Pork.
with 1 left
Player
alive. John Pork finds his 3rd.
John Pork finds
John
3.
Pork with the 3K to find a 5th round for OPZ.
Wow. Definitely, I mean, like we've been talking about, another hero round, but also that was just incredible from John Pork. Just lining them up, killing them all.
Yeah, line him up, knock him down. This guy on the raise, absolutely unheard of shots to bring OPZ another round. We were talking about heroics earlier, and now all of a sudden it's OPZ's turn to have absolute heroics, pulling the cat out of the bag, pulling nothing out of something, or pulling something out of nothing. Sorry, I messed it up. That was gonna be so cool. 3 over
would've
Torn's
been.
mound now. What's it called? Just doing the same thing over and over. Eye comes through, will be broken, but no, there's 3 there. Prowler comes out now. OPZ starts to wisen up. 2 Prowlers use Nade as well. Nami, low HP, gonna be broken now. They know he's in the right corner. TP's back, has to yield the space. But what's it called? Have left a dangerous gap open on A. Just 1 left alive, Zera. They have yet
Looks like
to
they're pushing
punish.
towards A.
Yeah, they have yet to punish the solo a-hole, but they've done it on C a couple times. It looks like they're gonna try and be successful over towards A. He just has a ghost. Let's see if he can pull off the same heroics that he did 3 rounds ago on C with the solo ghost, but actually this time he's making himself a little bit more present, just trying to hold the space, watching for a peek out of the smoke. Carp holding breakable.
Don't
Not
underestimate
exactly open.
what's
We'll
the
hear the
called
orb.
player and his pistol.
We'll hear the orb be taken. But Nami in spawn, the whiff! Oh, the whiff! Nimbus finds Nami, and all of a sudden, what's it called?
One
Put
enemy
OPZ in
remaining.
danger.
Carp
Carp
finds
with the
3!
3K! Has the spike! Senzu, what can you show us?
Carp with
Absolutely
4.
0 zilch squash. Carp with the 4K to find a 5th round for what's it called?
I mean, I did say they had the pistols, and here we go, seeing them with the pistols, using
Right.
those pistols to win the round.
I mean, your read is correct. I can't lie. And now, what's it called? All of a sudden, economy flourishing. Nimbus even chooses to buy an operator. On the other side, OPZ not so fortunate. Although 5-5, still even OPZ should be dissatisfied with the way that this game is going. They won the first 3 rounds, and now they're even. 5-man hit over towards A. They have a read.
wow.
And might just be correct. It's a 2 versus 5 on site. I know who I'll
Nimbus
take.
and
It's
penalty.
Nimbus and penalty, absolutely wrecking them. Senzu at least 1 kill. A little bit of a silver lining, but won't matter much. Now, what's it called? Just resets, re-explores through B, has the space. Viper wall goes up, stalling out OPZ. 2 people alive. I don't even think that you need utility here. Just bodies alone should be more than enough.
They do both have guns now, so they are still a threat, but Nimbus is holding this line. Sees R30. He's holding it with the op though. That might be a little hard to clear out considering what agents are left alive, but
Nimbus
gonna
has
play
the
this
angle. You're gonna have to be very careful. Nimbus
Oh,
has R30
wow.
and Senna is good for the trade. Senzu. Headshot, wallbang, 6 to 5. What's it called?
Last
Have
round
finally
in the
pulled
half.
ahead. OPZ, can you equalize, or were you dipped down below the prime that you know that you have?
I mean, I wanted to say this last round, but the round started before I could. But I was gonna say that if I'm if I'm what's it called here, I'm telling everybody to just buy pistols. Nobody buy any rifles. It's like a.
Where
I'm
are
gonna-
you?
Nimbus
Yeah,
Solo holding. It's a good read. Koi has been taking advantage of the space. He's getting right into it. None the wiser. Nimbus. First pick on the board. Raze ult comes through. All of a sudden, OPZ want to speed up, and they're going to go fast. Fade Seas comes out. Raze stuck in the vines. Can't find anything else out of it. Space garnered, however, and R30 going to plant the spike. Moment ult comes through. Jet still holding the flank. Haven't really done much with the Jet so far since it's been good. It's been great. They're over towards water. Boombot trying to find him. Will actually miss. Clearing the space they already know they have. Now Zera re-exploring the space. Nami, you're on an angle that you can't exactly stay in. Won't be seen. I didn't even know you could do that. Fatal comes through. John Port. Here's the Raze. Come through. Nimbus. Ulti. Everyone has to get off-site. Evacuation immediately. Viper ult comes through. It's spam from Mountain. Senzu finds Carp.
And just
Viper
Carp.
ult neutralized. Zera finds two. Senzu finds another. Penalty. Finds Nami and Nimbus. Puts it into the round. It's a 7-5 half. What's it called? Went down by 3 right away.
sides.
And recovered
Looks like
perfectly.
stuff has malfunctioned yet. Can we celebrate
I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. I just wanted to make a point of this. I think that honestly, what's it called, have the superior comp here in terms of agents, because the thing that I like with the Vice and the Viper is that you can have 2 people holding one site and the other 3 they get to go fight, and I think what's it called definitely used that to their advantage in that half.
Right, yeah, they did a good job of it most rounds, but a lot of rounds as well. Vibes was just solo holding. I don't know how they didn't get taken advantage of more. The thing about this is they have double
get a
duelists
drop?
on the side of OPZ. They have no Viper. No way to force re-clears out of the attackers, or the defenders, sorry. OPZ have no way to force re-clears, and they have no way to actually guarantee a hold of space. Like over towards Rebel, taking that space is super difficult. And the Jet only has real value if you have an operator. And we haven't seen the Jet op a single time. We haven't even seen OPZ touch an operator other than the time that they got wrecked by Nimbus on the op. You have a Jet,
Yeah.
you have to use it to op, but there is no op on the board. And now, on a pistol round, OPZ have no chance of getting an operator, and if they want a chance at all, they'll have to get this round. Hopefully
I'll take
equalize
this
with what's
one.
it called, maybe get a bonus.
I'll take this one. Seems like what's it called or not what's it called? Yeah, OPZ are actually gonna fight towards C main this round. Senzu might get hit with the onslaught of players here and be main. See if he can get out, maybe get a few kills. But this part seems like they might just be trying to run down B. Come out with the Vice Flash early. Senzu catches it out. Gonna try and get off site before they can see him. Heads to broken door. Smoke down. It seems like they might actually get caught out by this door here if they decide to go through. But Harp and Zera here gonna catch them out. It's actually a trap, and they're hitting C now. I mean, I don't know what OPZ could have done about that. It was a trap. They had no clue. Now, what's it called? Have the C site. Looks like they want to fight out into CT. Gonna catch out all I need here. Senzu alone in the 1v4 candy, and no, Zera catches him out.
Spots are good, for sure. What's it called? Takes an essential pistol out of the grasp of OPZ, and all of a sudden OPZ now down on the back foot. Yet again, you were already down 2 rounds, and now you've lost the pistol round. You have to get an eco, and if you don't get an eco, you have to win the bonus. Or you have to win the anti-bonus. You have to win your buy rounds. Prevent what's it called, from snowballing more than they already have, because yeah, they're certainly going to start snowballing, not just in terms of economy and ultimate orbs, which are super important obviously, but in terms of momentum. What's it called, have won 4 rounds in a row now. They're grouping up over towards C, which is the weak side. It's a low buy, so it's not exactly going to matter, but this Fade going to clear out all of the mound space still. What's it called, a little bit suspicious of the fact that there's no information available on mounts. They're actually going to go back over towards A, where the Fade Eye will clear the space for OPZ. A little bit of a jump spot for John Pork. Wall might be going up soon. Else John Pork going to get some higher line. If the wall does go up, John Pork going to definitely be able to suss this out. Senzu over on B has the line, has all of the information. John Pork getting more bold with his jump spot. Finally, what's it called, up this wall. Prowler comes through, clears Rebel, walking up. You have to clear the space, you have to look towards stair. Here's John Pork's jump spot. Penalty, Prowler out, clearing close, knows he has the space. Considering breaking breakable, decides against it, just going to take this orb, continue snowballing well. What's it called? Rotates over towards A, 4 people strong, and OPZ.
He's actually clear for them to take.
Find you.
What's it called? Hits B, has the read that OPZ rotates 4 people over towards A, leaves Nami over towards A, where, what's it called? The main clear out. Then.
Wow.
And
That
Senna
actually gets
finds one, but R30 now has a Phantom, and this is dangerous. Nimbus trying to fix this mistake, but not actually gonna happen. Door will be open, trying to convince WIC that not there anymore. Penalty
Penalty actually
finds
behind
him,
him.
pulls his knife out.
There.
Oh, that's right, Penalty. Please show this guy respect. Penalty
Penalty catching him from
finds
behind.
R30.
Getting that Phantom back.
Fascination from the
Into
back.
the
Find this
hands.
rifle. And now,
And
immediate
it looks like they're just
evacuation.
going for-
Carp is just running into
too.
Koi, getting this ult orb online.
Yep. And they died a spike. Honestly, I think this is a good anti-eco. I mean, it's kind of tough because they did lose 2 guns, but they were able to keep the Phantom as well as that Guardian, which, in my opinion, are the important weapons to keep at the very least.
Yeah, 100%. And also, to add on to that, Carp intentionally died because he knows that he can get his ult orb faster if he does die to them instead of the spike or instead of living. And he didn't exactly have an important gun. What's it called? Looks like they're just going to play this round to get a little bit of damage, maybe a snowball, get some orbs online, working towards the Penalty and Carp ultimates, the Fade and the Viper. OPZ immediately taking control of A, clearing this space out, but what's it called? A group towards B, where there is an empty site, but Door will be hit. We've seen this round before
On a pivot
from
for C.
OPZ. All I need, Solo tries to hit a good shot, misses. Prowler comes through, will be knifed. Nami now entering onto site as the Omen. At the same time, OPZ clearing all of B with Boombot. Senzu from OPZ holding the hall space. Waiting for the retake, actually takes a shot on the Nimbus, finds 2, the headshot on the Senna. What's it called? We're gonna play for damage, but no damage to be found other than shields. Carp finds another Penalty as well. OPZ, this is your save. This is their save, sorry. OPZ can't lose this. Prowler will spot Carp out with shots. Nami trying his best to win this round, wants it so badly, but Zera puts Koi in the grave. Nami holding his angle. The stick comes through on the worst timing possible, and Zara finds the bonus, which is barely a bonus. It's more of a save. You had 2 rifles and pistols. And OPZ, for the love of God, you're down 9-5. Call a timeout.
We definitely need to see a timeout from them. Otherwise, I mean, what's it called? Definitely have the momentum here, and unless OPZ calls something, I genuinely think this round could and might actually go to what's it called? This game, sorry. Nimbus with the Outlaw. See if he can catch Senzu before Senzu gets out, and he does.
The thing about this is actually OPZ's pick. Nimbus and Zera immediately finding opening picks. Cracking these sides wide open, so many options, too many to choose from. John Port tries to clear space on B by the grenade, but will all be heard by Zera, who's still over towards B. John Port, you can't be peeking out. How are you alive? Nonetheless, over towards A, the weak side, OPZ going to be exploited in ways that, what's it called, could never have dreamed of already. Free space taken, Zera trying to block off this retake. Thorns will not be broken by John Pork. Instead, he will just sit in them.
Retrieving flash.
What's it called? 2 players low. Nimbus
Actually,
and
pivot
Zera.
towards B.
Yeah, B pivot is good, but John Pork wants to peek once again, finally put in the dirt by penalty. Should have a long ago penalty as well. Getting this plant, and with that, find another round basically for what's called in less. Boy, what can you show us? What can you find? Finds another. Dink is good for it, but still to 3 versus 1, and Nami trying to defuse to the wall. Walks into the smoke. Finds the first Nimbus. What are you doing, son? Smoke comes through on the main. Senna catches Nami jumping up. 11 to 5. What's it called? Putting OPZ in the grave so far, and OPZ has to call a timeout.
I mean, I think this game goes to what's it called unless OPZ can call this timeout here, but they just haven't been. I mean, I feel like even last season you barely saw teams taking timeouts. It's just like, I guess maybe something that crosses the mind. Also, I know most teams don't really have a coach, so maybe it's a little hard there, but looks like we're actually going to see a big fight here towards A main, perhaps. Oh, John Pork catches one out with the op.
John Pork, you definitely needed that. Although I do have questions as to why the operator isn't over on the jet, who is, let's see, with Koi holding that space. Rotation's gonna be called. Ping's coming out onto A. That's back into heaven. John Pork with the operator holding their spawn for some reason. Doesn't
They know
where the
Senna's
Omen
in stair.
teleported to. Yeah, 100%. But still, space is good for them. Prowler
Also gonna have to
clears
clear
out.
out,
Close B, breakable, being taken by penalty. Nami has to deliver read with Senna catches Senzu as he dashes into them. Fatal comes through. There's only one on site. It's Nami against the world. Looking towards stairs, and we would be correct about that, but Senna refuses to go down easy. Teleport comes through, gets out alive once again, and now 3 on site. Nami decides he has to go back over and help. Nimbus finds Koi. 4 versus 2.
One enemy remaining.
Senna finds John Pork, only one left.
No,
Nami,
Nami's there.
you're gonna have to go even bigger, and
And they
Nimbus
do.
has the angle, has the read. 12 to 5, and OPZ now have to face what's it called on match point.
Party's over.
Still, no timeout in sight. That's something I think many of these teams could be taking advantage of, but they just don't. I mean, a timeout is very good for stopping momentum, I've noticed, but maybe it's crossing their mind, but I got a very bad feeling about this round for OPZ fans out there. It's gonna be a all 5 towards A from what's it called, although it is into the 4th stack.
John Pork gonna be spotted out. Razor comes through. Park wants this round so badly. Sinzu falls early. Yet another first death goes to the duelist. Ult now picked up.
So he's a
R30 with the
shotgun,
judge. Entry holding the space, but what's it called? Has the read. Goes around. Doesn't even bother to take 3. Penalty finds John Pork. 3 people left. Time is ticking. R30 can't even go big with the judge. You have the close angle and you can't find crap. Oh my god,
legs him.
Senna, the whiff, Koi finds a way back in, but he's on 1 HP. Time now ticking down. OPZ on the back foot. Ultimate will come through. Koi is getting desperate for sure. Viper ultimate still up, covering the spike, and 1 bullet would be enough to put Koi in the dirt, which does happen. Nami cannot find the game. Carp wins it out for what's it called, and the first map goes to the underdog. OPZ on their own map pick got completely snowballed. Couldn't even find anything after getting the first 3 rounds.
That's crazy. They got 3 rounds on the at the beginning of the game, and then could only find 2 more throughout the rest of it. It's getting a little scary for all those OPZ fans out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Though I think what's it called, have more experience playing with each other, since they still have their 4 players from last season. Meanwhile, it's only 2 on the side of OPZ. Definitely plays a factor.
This co-caster is probably so handsome. Interesting.
I don't know that guy. Never heard of him in my life.
Hmm.
Are we still live?
We are, yeah. Brax, do you have a timer running for the 5 minutes?
Oh no, I do not. I forgot. I will just do 4 minutes
Gotcha, all good.
since like a minute has passed.
Gotcha.
We live or no?
We are live. We are 100%
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that OPZ came out with a double duelist composition, and John Pork definitely looked really good, but I still think it was good enough whenever Sinzu on the jet didn't pick up an operator and actually died first more times than the first blood was found. So what's the point of a jet if you're not going to use the jet for jet things, you know? It doesn't make any sense to
Yeah.
me. And OPZ, it's early in the tournament. People still don't know what maps are good for who. Last time we things like Deviate Wukong's bind was only figured out after groups was over, and people realized, okay, hey, Deviate Wukong, actually we don't want to play against them on binds, and it's the type of stuff that hasn't been figured out yet in this tournament because this is still the first game, the first map of this tournament just concluded. I guess already we can see that what's it called have come out swinging on Lotus, and that might be something that people need to consider later on. Don't pick Lotus against what's it called, especially if what's it called keep performing this way, because this isn't definitive proof that what's it called are good on Lotus. For all we know, OPZ are bad. For all we know, OPZ have turned over a new leaf and are all of a sudden the worst team in this tournament. We might not know that, right?
I
That
definitely
might be the case.
I agree, but also I think here in this match specifically, it was something I noticed, but it seems what's it called definitely has more experience playing together as a team because again, they still have 4 players
Yeah.
from last season. But here on OPZ side, they're -3 out of the players that they had when they made their run.
Right, they're still a very young
And
team, right? And
yeah,
what's it called? Have so much experience together, you know? Oh,
I'm not saying to shut out OPZ yet, but might take a little bit before they can get fully used to each other.
by the way, Brax, can you give them a warning whenever it's 1 minute and tell them that penalties occur if they aren't here by the 1 minute?
Gotcha.
Thank
I need to go get a water. I'll be back.
you. Okay. We'll have to see if OPZ can show us anything different on the next map, which is actually, let me see, what is the next map? I need to check. It is, boom. It is Ascent. What's it called? Starting on defense for this map. Once again. And this is the map that we haven't actually seen at all during the Invitational, right? The Night Sky Invitational didn't have Ascent as part of the map pool. And the Night Sky Arena coming into the first season of this tournament starts out with Ascent in the map pool and will probably continue that way for the majority of this tournament. What's good, Froggy Bread? Hello. Hello. Are you aware that you're allowed to join the call, though you don't have to type in the chat? You're a VIP.
Timer is up.
How do I take attendance?
Alright, I'm back, sorry. Perfect timing, I guess, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Get this.
What
Second
map is this? Oh, Ascent.
Yep, second map is Ascent. We haven't seen either of these teams on it, but I do have a theory. OPZ probably going to run double duelist. I would be surprised if they didn't. Hovering over the Viper.
I wonder if they're trolling. Hovering over the Viper, that's normal.
They're just trolling.
Wait, is Viper normal on this map? I cannot remember. I don't think so.
Viper on this map is, or used to be, fairly normal, but... Hello, Froggy.
Oh, hello, Froggy.
Hello.
Hello. Looks like,
Hi.
what's it called, are hovering over a fairly normal composition. Nimbus on the Jet. Senna
Sky.
on the Phoenix. But OPZ...
Whoa.
OPZ are
This
doing something strange.
This is not a Ascent comp that I've ever seen at the very least.
Yeah.
A nerfed Neon, Harbor, Sky, and Viper.
But now that I'm looking at it, Neon, Waylay, Sky, Viper, Harbor, this has something to it. You know,
I would agree if it weren't for the Viper, to be honest.
but part of me thinks that the fact that this Viper will allow for scaling up mid and taking early control of the mid space that is so important on this map, especially for attacker defaults and defenders able to rotate through the mid space pretty easily to start retakes, all that. I think the Viper is really good for that type of scaling and that type of keeping that map control and putting pressure on mid, forcing reclears. I think that if OPZ have good theory around this, it could definitely work. Now, do I think it's the best? No, not at all. I think the fact that they don't have a Sentinel makes everything very difficult. They're essentially playing on hard mode, and as we know from the last map, OPZ do not need to be playing on hard mode. The Harbor is notoriously difficult to use, but if you have a good Harbor player, yeah, run the Harbor, run the retakes, maybe ease off on the no Sentinel. But also, I think OPZ have the potential to show us something really, really special. I do. I think that OPZ can show us something special, and part of me wants to say I think that they will show us something special. I think that it's hard to say that OPZ won't show us something special. What I want to know is, will it happen during this series, or will it happen later on? And will it happen early enough on to allow OPZ to find momentum and push into the playoffs? We'll have to see. Starting with the second map, immediately a fight over towards mid.
Fight into mid by, what's it called? You're gonna be met by, actually they're able to get two. Carp and Penalty getting one, but Senzu taking it back. Manages to get out, but Senna is close. Senna catches out R30. Now, let's see. Chasing him. Senzu is running, but actually, all I need... gets caught out by Carp, but all I need is actually behind them, and... I mean, if now you needed a hero play, looks like you're not going to get it as Zera shuts down all I need.
What's it called? With the first round, keeping the momentum from the first map into Ascent. Definitely troubling for OPZ on the first round. It didn't even look like they got outplayed necessarily. They just didn't do anything right. They didn't scale correctly. They didn't actually take any space. They lost the mid fight, lost players, and then just stalled. They stalled out and didn't actually react into a main like they should have. They have to fight for the main space with this composition. That's what it's good with. That's what it's good for. You have the Viper as well, so why aren't you forcing any reclears out? Why aren't you actually lurking? Why are you all grouped up over towards A? Now, all grouped up, or all spread out, sorry, John Pork and Senzu just holding.
Oh, timing though.
Take out. Viper will go out. This is what the Viper is good for. Cutting off this mid space and allowing OPZ to walk into mid. Wall will start to go down. Orb definitely does. Oh, Neon out in mid open with no support. Nimbus with the Marshall catches John Pork. First eco down,
Penalty's
second as well. Found by Penalty. R30 dead. Now, no more reclears from the Viper. There is one close right, however, Nami on the Sky in middle. Sofadrone might see him. Not sure. If Sofadrone did not see him, none the wiser. What's it called? However,
Nimbus might get caught out by Nami.
All I need finds Carp and Nami. Finds Nimbus. No corners cleared at all, but Senna takes back the pick.
Slowly becoming winnable here from OPZ. Could they win this?
But surely it's a fight and spawn. 2 people over here, and the guns aren't the best. Zera and Penalty. Gotta just kill them. Zera with
Zera
the double.
gets 2.
Takes a very shaky round, but a round is 100% still a round. Early eco snowballs already 4 away from the Sova ult for what's it called? Only 4 away from the Phoenix ult as well. I do have to say they haven't exactly done the best job of snowballing the Phoenix. The Phoenix has been playing mid a little bit more than I think that the Phoenix should, especially when you have such a cheap ultimate. I think you should be taking over towards main if you're OPZ, or sorry, if you're what's it called, and getting these orbs early for Phoenix, but it doesn't seem to matter so far. What's it called? Still up early and haven't exactly been punished yet. This time, Harbor solo over towards A, maybe wants to launch a fake. One that should be lurking is actually with the group, with the pack. 4 over towards B. Heal comes out from the sky. Penalty alone on the B side. Rotations called over. Carp and Zera. Now Waylay dashes on. Will be heard. All I need. Finds Senna. Waylay dashes back. Groups up with the team. 3 on site now. Penalty in boathouse. Will be caught out by R30. Sinzu in main. He's in main and they know he is. Zera will be heard. Carp finds the first and Sinzu takes the timing but gets caught out by Carp with the Spectre. Nimbus grouping up with Carp, taking their time, putting the pressure on OPZ. Flash comes out, they're fighting and they have to fall back. R30 now on the stairs, holding the angle, again forced to fall out. The shots are not good for it. Nami wanting to heal but decides not to.
R30 jumped up actually.
R30 wants to take fights but looks the other direction. Nimbus with the headshot. 1 left on site. Nami versus the world and Nimbus closes out a 3rd round for what's it called. OPZ have no answers and what's it called have their numbers.
Was that important?
I mean, they what's it called is up by 3. I mean, last time we saw a team up by 3, they did lose the map. I'm not manifesting anything, but you know, there's patterns.
Right, but if OPZ want to launch a comeback and gain some momentum, they have to do it now. And I have to be real with you. What what's it called did last map is a statistical outlier. If you lose 3 rounds, you're gonna lose the 4th round. But what's it called? Crawled their way back in, mainly by mistakes from OPZ. And now they're up 3 again. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going. OPZ could. Nimbus finds the first onto R30 early. It's for sure. Nimbus finds a second. Good movement out from Sinzu. Finds another. An all I need. Finds a trade onto Zera. 3 versus 3 equalization, but Penalty with the Odin behind his harbor wall, pushes out, finds John Pork, almost finds a 3rd or 2nd. Sorry, Sinzu finds a kill, finds another on low HP, but it's not even gonna matter. Carp now last one left alive. OPZ looking like they're going to claim this eco round, just like the first map prediction came through. Sinzu on low HP, holding the single one. Carp has the read, finds the headshot. 1 left harbor on site versus Carp. Can he pull it off and find a 3rd round for what's it called? Or can Koi on the harbor find the 1st round on the board for OPZ? Smoke comes through, making plenty of noise, alerting Koi where he is. TP will not come through, decides against it. Instead, Paranoid trying to clear Hall, none the wiser. Carp caught out by Koi. A 1st round for OPZ, going exactly how the 1st map did.
You know, I'm not saying I'm a psychic, but you know, I predicted that pretty well. I mean,
well,
could we see OPZ bring it back? That's the question everyone's wanting an answer to.
The question that I have is, can what's it called do what OPZ couldn't and actually bring the momentum away from OPZ? OPZ have just earned themselves a very important round, but still, the economy is good for what's it called. So good that Nimbus is allowed to get the operator online now. Skycam out, early information garnered, but OPZ aren't exactly trying to hide anything. John Pork on the Neon, sliding forward, pinged out by the camera. Penalty with the Odin, just spamming. Definitely good for the damage. Nami on low HP, that's not going to come back. And now OPZ forced to rotate away. They have the information on A, though. They have tree, they have their spawn.
Almost out.
They don't have any information in A main. Nobody has information in A main. They're all going to have to re-clear this together. OPZ now contacting into their spawn. Nimbus takes the line in mid right as OPZ decide to rotate back, and now Nimbus. If anyone peeks tiles, he's good for it for sure, and looks like Sinzu considers it but decides not to instead. Gears towards B main. 5-man hit. It's looking like it's going to be a good one. Harbor Orb comes out on the tree. A little bit of extra pressure added. 3 strong for what's it called over towards A. And another one trying to fall off of B, but is alerted back, called back by the Harbor ultimate. Fake from Waylay, dashing out, getting information while John Pork fills the excess space. Carp is sleeping. John Pork with the Guardian finds Carp. Low HP for Nami. Still plant goes down for
Spike
Koi.
planted.
One closer to a Harbor ultimate, replenishing what he lost. Nami in A main, making good use of the low HP Stinger. Waylay ultimate comes out. Penalty finds Nami. Nimbus ultimate is popped from Sova. Flash comes through for Senzu. Penalty finds Senzu, but Koi gets the trade. R30 finds another. John Pork now finds penalty. Zara, last one left alive. Low HP. John Pork with the classic whip comes through, and Koi takes a second round. OPZ are crawling back into the match. Just like what's it called did on the first map, and OPZ are a scary team when they get going. Now momentum slowly shifting away from what's it called economy. Now broken actually, and OPZ have the good money. Only person on low HP is Senzu, and that can easily be remedied by Koi actually. And now finally grouping up over towards A main. Looks like they want to really fight for this space. There's 3 people over towards B for what's it called, including the Phoenix and the Sova, indicating they do want to fight it. But Viper falling off the space, not even gonna leave a lurk. It looks like OPZ have read this very well. Waylay dashing through, gets the early information, forces Nimbus off the line. Now they have the A main space. Cypher trip is still up. Nimbus holding this line. Sky will find this trip. No, will actually not find the trip. Nimbus slowed up, flashed out, cannot hit anything. Nami finds Nimbus. Nami
Very
finds
good,
another
taking out the
straight
Sam
through
as
the
well.
wall. And Evan Carp, what can you show us? Wall is up. Just gonna have to talk straight in, and he's low HP. They have the read straight through the box.
So low.
One bullet will put Carp in the ground. John Pork finds penalty. Senzu finds Carp. One more left alive. Can you show us anything, Senna? Can you show us anything at all? Anything at all to show us that what's it called isn't going to lose out on this important economical swing round? Senna finds Nami, but Senzu makes sure that nothing happens. OPZ, 4 people surviving, economy starts to get really good. In fact, all 5 of these people, no, sorry, 4 out of 5 of these people, besides Nami, have an incredible economy. And what's it
If my
called on the
prediction-
other side?
If my prediction is right here, everybody in chat owes me $5. Just letting y'all know.
I'll hold everyone in chat to that.
I'm out of here.
It's like Senzu actually buying light shield even though he has the money to buy heavy shield. I wonder if that's just some sort of read or if it's maybe just a forgetful moment. Senna now holding this flash out but chooses not to use it, instead contacting up B main, clearing this very important space. None the wiser. R30 whiffs penalty with the Odin. Swings around. That is absolutely unfair. And now OPZ wanting to clear back over towards B at the same time. Nami and JP up over towards mid, gaining the space. Zera can't even rotate through mid. Has to hold his own spawn.
Actually in mid.
Dart comes through from the drone. Senna finds Senzu somehow, but Koi finds the trade. And now B main belongs to OPZ. At the same time, Nimbus walking down mid into OPZ's spawn. Retake's gonna be good if Nimbus can get a move on, and it looks like they might be able to because OPZ stalled out and B main. They don't know that what's it called has all the information. What's it called has all the space that they need. Nimbus finds John Pork walking with his knife out. A headshot from the Phantom 2 in mid, stranded on an island, slowly being suffocated by OPZ. Sorry, by what's it called? And Nimbus now back over towards A, definitely gonna hear this A. Cypher Wire now
Found one.
alerting them, giving them all the information they need.
30 seconds left.
Cypher Cage comes up, putting pressure in A main. OPZ has to be wary of space that they don't have. Now Harbor with the wall gonna stall this retake out a little bit, but Zera just pushing straight through it. Like, boy, talking into hell. Sky Flash comes through. Nami has the information. All I need. Gets desperate. Peeks into Zera. Only one left alive. Going to be whiffing on the dart. Even though it doesn't catch him, Nimbus still has the read. A 4th round for what's it called? Breaking OPZ's momentum. Finally, what's it called? Repeating the same script from last map.
Let's see. I mean, a lot of these rounds I feel are just coming down to the gunfights that sometimes OPZ, like in those last 3 rounds, we're winning, but like, what's it called? Seemingly bringing it back here. 4-3.
OPZ
Okay, close game.
grouped up over towards B. WiC solo over towards A. Might be looking to get some information, maybe drag a rotation or two. However, OPZ doesn't even need to do that. They just need to hit the site. They haven't hit the site once, and that's all that it would take to get around in this situation. They aren't fighting for the mains. However, John Pork now walking up into B. Senna on the angle. John Pork walking into him. Catches R30, but Senna finds John Pork. Even though the dart doesn't scan him, Senna is good for it. 100%. And OPC taking back the B space.
Not ready yet.
Orb now will be taken. Penalty. Shock dart. A little bit of extra damage on the Koi. As the Odin decides to drone. Decides not to. As a matter of fact. WiC still holding over towards A. OPZ getting stagnated. Stalled out by what's it called. And now the drone will re-clear B, finding the harbor, seeing Koi out of the corner of his eye. WiC walking up A, all the way on the other side of this map. It's Senzu. Harbor smokes off Cubby. Looking towards A, maybe gearing up towards a split. However, they have smoked themselves off. They're grouping up over towards Cubby, even though they've smoked themselves off. It's not going to work, but what's it called? Still keeping too strong over towards B1 in their spawn. They're splitting through their own smoke. Are you kidding me? Harbor catches Carp out, gets the information as well from the audio cue. Zera, only one on site. Let's see what you can do. Navigating these cages very, very well. Dart comes through, not going to scan Zera. This is the consequence of not having scanned. Zera finds
gosh, he finds all of
more. No, Nami gets the trade onto Zera. 3 versus 4. Nami getting this plant down. Viper Molly for stall. Now, what's it called? Grouping up for a retake and a massive retake at that one. They have the Phoenix ultimate going to be used in this one for sure. Dog will come through, finds Carp, stuns him out. And Nami, you can't possibly think that you can fill in this space. Retake ultimate pop, R30. Puts Senna in the ground as Carp finds Nami. Wall
know he's alone down there.
Wanting to section off this help player. Penalty with the Odin finds R30. Only one left alive, and Senna with the headshot. A 5th round for what's it called?
Oh, definitely seeing what's it called. Not letting the momentum get to them. Taking back 2 rounds in their favor, bringing them up 5-3. Although there are 3 seemingly very good ults here from OPZ coming into this next round, so
Right.
let's see if they can do something with that.
Now, OPC 5-man grouping back over towards A. The reads have been flat and the executes have been good. So let's see what they choose to do. Default or execute. Have it your way, OPZ. It's looking like an execute. However, what's it called? Have read this very, very well. 3 people strong over towards A, including the Cypher setup. 2 and 3. Nimbus.
Here we go.
John Pork pops the ultimate. The paranoia comes through, and Nimbus is good for it. Sits the ultimate down. Unexpected, but goated shots for sure. WiC dashes out. Cart looks the other way as Nami finds the pick. Equalization finally, but WiC still low HP. Zera on site. You're gonna have to flush this guy out.
Alone though. They know they're looking at him.
Lurking on site. Koi has the read. Finds him. No, R30 finds him. Actually, now Plant will come down from Nami. Finally feels secure. Penalty. Peeking straight through with the Odin has the read. Nobody's watching this. Nami peeks out. You don't have that space because penalties just too good. Senna knows where Senzu is, has his number for sure. Walking into the line. Senna with the headshot. Flashes through, has the A main space. 1 in heaven, 1 in main. And slowly but surely, OPZ forced to use the Viper ultimate. R30 finds penalty, jumping into it. Confidence and ballsy for sure. Senna in the Viper ultimate. R30 out to look to your left. Senna finds the first and finds the second. Senna pulls off absolute heroics to find what's it called? A 6th round. Solo clearing the Viper ultimate. 9 ult orbs for a round window. All you need is Senna.
I mean, honestly, if you're R30 there, you need to be watching, making sure that you don't get crept up on, because I'm honestly not sure if Koi was watching, but you need to be aware of that, to be honest.
No, not even that. I'm gonna be totally real with you. I think that R30 played that perfectly, but Koi didn't properly watch. R30 was holding the molly out, planning to stall the right side lane from Generator, while Koi was watching the left side. But Koi whiffed on what's his name? Senna, allowing him to clutch the round out. And now, all of a sudden, what's it called? Have wizened up to A main immediately. Dart being broken. Looks like WiC wanting to split. Ultimate held out. Paranoia comes through. WiC, when we pop this ultimate, is getting very, very dangerous. 2 holding this line, and penalty and card. Whaley ultimate popped, penalty, and Carp slowed up, capitalizing from Nami. Spams him out, has the read on Carp. Teleport comes through Carp. They were gonna clean, but Nami finds Carp right as Zero finds Nami. John Pork gets a trade onto Senna. Nimbus, last one left alive, sprinting over to A site. If this round goes awry for what's it called, I would be very, very worried. But at the same time, you have excess
Spike
rounds
planted.
to work with if they lose this round. No harm, no foul. Retaking with an operator from main. Damage is good for sure. R30 and John Pork, low credits, throws this operator away. Has to find another operator. Knows that he can probably find another gun. Knows that he can buy another operator if this goes wrong. But might as well go for it. Both playing in hell in a crossfire, but leaving the spike wide open. Penalty. Or sorry, Nimbus dashing out. Clearing the space, has the read, gonna find R30 and only one left alive. Nimbus, John Pork, last one, and he finds the round, but the damage is still god dang good for OPZ.
Listen up. Kill them before
And they
kill
can't
us.
even buy, even though they won the round. They're gonna have to force up yet again, since only 2,900 credits left. Barely being able to afford a rifle. Luckily, the clutch buy does come through from his teammate, not sure which one. Nami, 50 credits left, probably him. 8 to 10 is their team MVP. Your team MVP is negative. Your team's not winning anything. Now Nimbus has the operator back. Could afford it, just as I said. 2 Odins, 1 for Senna, 1 for penalty. OPZ grouping up for a 5-man hit over towards B, but Zera has read this very well. However, Harbor Wall does come through. Senna is in logs with an Odin. Senna's in logs with an Odin, but it's not even gonna matter because penalty finds 2 with the ultimate, and now Senna, the absolute morale breaker, or Koi alone on site finds Senna, but it's too goddamn late. Harbor Wall comes through, penalty with the shock dart. He hasn't found a single kill with a gun. All he lost was the line, finds another, but Carp, the round goes to what's it called? And penalty didn't even have to shoot his gun.
Last round before
2
the switch.
kills with the ultimate and 1 kill with the shock darts.
Making full use of his utility that round for sure. Oh, last round. Can they bring it up to 5? Can I get 7-5, or will they fall? And will it be 8-4? Honestly, I think this round will make or break the half. Next half, at least. This is important.
Gotta go.
Nimbus,
Gosh,
immediate
Nimbus.
pick onto John Pork, putting an end to whatever OPZ had in mind. Now, Ultimate immediately popped, has a good understanding of the win condition last round, for sure. Good credits, but OPZ on a save. Pistol has been good, but this would be a little bit too much. Whaley over towards A, solo wall 3 for OPZ. Group up over towards B. Drone comes out, full re-clear onto A. They know they have the space. Mid is wide open. They have the read. Whaley solo over towards A, not gonna be able to help up with the execute, even though they do need the help. Only duelist left alive, baiting over towards A. And 3 still stacked on A for what's it called, but not even gonna matter because the Cypher setup is on B and you can definitely play for retake. You have the Cypher ultimate, and what's more is you have the Phoenix Viper now, or sorry, Harbor now. Getting this orb out on the main, allowing them to walk through penalty.
This is a good
As
dart.
for read though, Odin spam comes through, and R30 is low HP. Nami comes out with the Sky ultimate that ends up putting his
Spike
teammate in the
planted.
dust as penalty finds a random spam kill. Dog comes through as well, clearing this space, going to have the read onto where Zera is. Harbor Wall comes out trying to stall this ultimate out, as well as a lineup from Koi, it seems, trying to stall this out a little bit more. Now, Phoenix ultimate, legendary, comes through. Senzu finds penalty, starting this retake off very well. Senna walking through. Whaley gets out alive. Somehow Zera, low HP on switch. Nami, low HP as well, on site with a Spectre. Harbor is playing anti-retake as best he can. Nami finds Zera in closing. Nimbus finds the first. Koi on the Nimbus, has the read, finds the second. Can he find the third? To 1 versus 1. Carp versus Koi. These have been good, but it would be a bit too far. Harbor ultimate comes through. Carp line it up, and all I need loses the round. Carp
No, they
doesn't
still
even
have the
need to
round.
see, but Koi manages to stall just long enough. 7-5 in favor of what's it called? Scraping by the thinnest of margins.
I think now that you were able to get that 5th round with only 2 between you, I think this is very winnable for
1
OPZ,
minute Brax.
honestly. I mean,
1 minute timer is started.
Hold on, I gotta pause the thing. Hold on, can you restart?
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah.
definitely think it's now winnable for OPZ.
Yeah, 100% 7-5 have is nothing to laugh at. The thing about it is, it's definitely dangerous to think about the fact that OPZ had a 7-5 half last map after such an incredible start and still lost the first round of the second half, lost the second round of the second half, and then lost the anti-bonus, lost their own bye, which eventually led to a complete snowball. In fact, OPZ went 12-5. They didn't win a single round on their second half, which is absolutely unheard of, especially after having such a good start in terms of momentum in the first half. And this round, this half, they don't have a sentinel on Ascent. They don't have a sentinel on Ascent. It's attack-sided. You have to play your attack well if you don't have a sentinel. But for some reason, OPZ playing a troll composition. That is essentially what this is. It is a troll composition. If you cannot properly take advantage of the win conditions of your comp, it is a troll comp. If you are running Harbor and Viper and no sentinel, no scan initiator, it is a troll comp. If you are going down 7-5 whenever you're starting attack, it is a troll composition.
Timer is up. I can't unpause.
Makes you wonder if, because this is this what's it called, map pick?
Yes, this is what's it called, map.
It makes you wonder, like, maybe OPZ wasn't even sure what they wanted to run coming into this.
Yeah, 100%, and that's not uncommon for teams to not have an identity just yet, and that's one of the reasons why what's it called I think should have been rated higher coming into this. What's it called already have an identity, just swapped out one person, they still have an identity, they have an understanding of what their good maps are, and they didn't need to figure that out, unlike OPZ who did need to figure that out, and it looks like they still do need to figure that out. Flash comes through from Nami. Those are their people down mid. Viper will not going to be activated just yet. Omen smoke goes down. Viper will still yet to be activated. His scan comes through, clearing out the cubby space now. Walking up mid. Viper wall a little bit too late. Too little too late. 2 on B still. Harbor and Viper. Paranoia comes through. Hits coming through market. It's a split with only one person main. All I need, smokes it off, walks in to Zera. In the smoke, the backline hero Carp finds R30 and the B side is cracked wide open. All of a sudden, OPZ yet again on the back foot. Something I've said so many times. Walking around, John Port gets it started, finds Carp, smokes dead, gets in the logs into his own teammate's harbor smoke. Slide misses. Now walks out. Found by Senna off the back of a whiffed slide. How do you whiff a slide? I don't know. No, Nami knows where Senna is, but chooses to ignore him on the other side of the wall. Zera, low HP, still Senna backing up. A good understanding of the win conditions. Cypher Trip still active, peeks into it, and Senna fights him and wins. Nami leaves Senzu as the last one alive, running him down with a classic. Now 1 versus 3, 1 low HP Zera, but still 2 very good shooters to contend with, and you cannot win. What's it called? Win another pistol round. 8-5. What's it called? Are going up, and the momentum is not going to swing anytime soon in OPZ's favor. What's it called? In full control the entire time. OPZ are living in what's it called's universe and have no answer.
It'll be a bit hard unless they get the eco here.
All
Also,
I have to ask to what's it called is, are you religious? Because if so, you better start praying. 8-5. And you better pray that you can crawl back into this OPZ. Drone comes through for penalty, clearing out the B main space. Same setup as last time. This might be read by what's it called? All the Koi now low HP. Uses the utility to absolutely no effect. Penalty with a shock dart. Finds all I need. Now Viper Wall goes up a little bit of stall, allowing his teammate to rotate over Waylay in mid, clearing out the space. Not even gonna matter. What's it called? Have full control of B main. Paranoia comes through onto R30. No capitalization whatsoever. John Port up in mid, picks out into a stack. Stinger does nothing. Nimbus and Carp with the Spectre. Now B side yet again wide open. Nobody to be heard of. Zera finds Nami. Last one left alive. Sinzu with the classic, and Zera hits the filter of a shot to find the 9th round for what's it called. Plant gonna come through. Not even gonna matter. It was gonna be a snowball either way, but the plant just to add the cherry on top as if it wasn't already dangerous. What's it called now? Not only did they come out with so many left alive, but they're 3 off of a Phoenix ult and 4 off of a Sova ult. And OPZ has absolutely nothing to show for it. Light shields all around. They did force up just a little bit. Koi is the only player on OPZ who isn't absolutely sleeping right now. 12-11 on the harbor. Looks like Sinzu 3 off of the Waylay ultimate. That's gonna have to be the saving grace, but it's not even gonna come into play this round. Now 5 over towards A, looking like they want to do a little bit of a cubby split. Viper Wall needs to go up now. No, instead Carp does OPG's job for them. Smokes off bottom mid. Sova drone now comes through, and it looks like, oh my god, all I need in the smoke. all the backs turn for what's it called if you peek out. Now you have a timing. Nami, flash comes out, but Nimbus straight into it. John Pork finds Nimbus. Exactly what they got through order. John Pork with a second, but Senna with 3 takes back control of the round. What is going on? R30 found by penalty. All of a sudden, OPZ, you're about to lose your bye. You can't lose your bye now. Koi, you've been good, but this would be a step too far. Penalty peeks out, and Koi isn't even looking. 10-5. What's it called? Regain and keep control the entire way through. OPZ, click that timeout button and pray. Pray, OPZ. Pray to God you can find this round, or else it's over.
I mean, it looked very winnable for OPZ there for a minute, but then Senna just comes in with 3. We talked about hero plays last map. We got hero plays here. Keep them alive, even though they haven't really needed it this map.
Paranoia comes through. OPZ hearing everything. What's it called? Instant taking control. Viper, while Phoenix Ultimate popped into it, taking absolutely no chances. But Senna ignored Tree. John Pork finds penalty allowed by Senna. Doesn't necessarily clear that Nimbus now. Getting this plant down. Not the best ultimate, but Card spams straight through, and Zara, the backline warrior, has the read, finds Nami. All of a sudden, 3 versus 4 for OPZ. Now, Zara, Cage will come out, blocks him out, but Senzu dashes straight through. Information gain cannot help his team. Cage, that's the most value I've ever seen the Cage get. Nimbus snaps onto Senzu. Senna finds another. Boy, now leaves. R30, last of life. Nimbus, 11-5.
Gonna need a miracle now for OPZ if they want to actually win any of these rounds, but it seems what's it called has them on lock. Gonna be a bit difficult. Actually, really difficult, I won't lie. Also, Eli, I've got a little bit of word from the community. They want you to switch to right hand.
Why? I will switch to right hand just for whoever said that.
It was
I
7
have to
people.
find my mouse. Where is my mouse? Holy, dude, I don't know where my mouse is.
It's alright, I'll get this round. Looks like, gonna be a default here from, what's it called?
Senna now
Although...
over towards mid, finds the first pick on the John Pork. Sorry, I found my mouse. All I need now in the Omen Smoke, hears it out once again. Same position as last round. This time, like, what's it called? Are actually wising up to this.
Careful now.
Oh, they know. It doesn't hit him, though.
Yeah, Koi still alive. Phoenix Molly, what's it called? Think that they've cleared it. But Koi wins, and the Observer does Koi an absolute grace of God by switching off of that whip. Omen ult comes through, straight into A site. OPZ now on the back foot. Yet again, Nimbus finds Senzu. OPZ, you have to get this round and avoid dropping down to the lowers. 30 now in heaven. But Nimbus pushes through his own smoke and finds his third. Nimbus is incredible.
This man is insane.
Match point.
12-5. That's serious point for what's it called. One more round, stand between them and doing what they could not do during the Night Sky Invitational. You get this round and you prove everyone wrong. You prove the legacy you left during the Night Sky Invitational means nothing. This is a new tournament, ladies and gentlemen. A new tournament and a new league for what's it called. An absolute incredible look. Harper Viper doing absolutely nothing if you can't remain in control of the pace. Scannon comes through on to B. We'll clear it out as well as the Sky Dog just confirming what you already knew. R30 with the judge. Zara finds John Fork somehow on A, pushing through his own one-way. R30 remains in control of the space. Harbor Wall comes through additional.
I know exactly.
Might be deadly.
Senna in the corner. Penalty finds Nami all the way on A, cracking that site wide open. Penalty finds another with the Odin. This guy is a menace. And all of a sudden, it seems Koi is alone on site. You've been good, but like I've said before, 12 and 14, this would be a step too far. Senna in their spawn. In their spawn, Penalty finds all I need. It's not even gonna matter that he's in their spawn. It's the round regardless. And the series goes to what's it called? What can you even say other than what's it called? Look incredible in OPZ. Look nothing like the OPZ of the Invitational. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Night Sky Arena. Welcome to the tournament 12-5. OPZ had no answers for them. Penalty went 19-10 with the Odin. Both maps absolutely dismantling OPZ through and through. It's a thorough embarrassment from OPZ. You call yourself a top team? Then you get out there and show us.
Honestly, it seemed like what's it called just had OPZ's number this entire series. 13-5 back to back twice in a row. And well, stocks aren't looking too high if you're an OPZ fan, but maybe if you're a what's it called fan,
Yeah.
it's looking pretty good for y'all.
You're a what's it called fan in the chat. Go ahead and show some support for what's it called and their incredible performance tonight. Immediately going up into the upper bracket, which is something that they actually never experienced during the Night Sky Invitational. They were never in the upper bracket of groups. They went through the last chance qualifiers, sure, and they were definitely good for it, qualifying to playoffs and making a pretty good run of things. But however, this is the first time in the Night Sky that they've ever been in the upper bracket of groups. And they sent OPZ to the lowers. And I have to be honest with you, OPZ in the lowers, regardless of their performance today, OPZ are a sleeping giant, and there is a nuclear bomb waiting for whoever else in Group C goes down the lowers. But enough about OPZ. I want to talk a little bit more about what's it called. They came out with a completely new look. They came out with this double duelist. You know, they had Senna and Nimbus running the double duelist composition the entire time, and they looked really, really good for it.
It looked amazing from them.
100%.
Honestly.
They did exactly what they needed to do. They were aggressive and proactive and looked so much more organized than they did during the Night Sky Invitational. Maybe that's just a product of the fact that what's it called actually didn't have their full roster for a lot of the Night Sky Invitational. And now that they finally have their full roster, they looked incredible. Senna definitely making a show of his debut in the Night Sky. Again, I just have to reiterate the fact that Penalty went big today. I don't know if he's still in the chat. If you are Penalty, hello to you and congratulations on the win. Man, I just have to say, holy Odin, man, holy. And I'm actually going to see if I can go ahead and get a interview in here. I'm going to go ahead and actually ask Penalty if I can get this interview. Can I...
What a game. What a series, folks. Actually, I have to use the restroom real quick. I'll be
Hang tight, everyone. We're going to try and go ahead and get an interview in here in just a little bit of time. I'm going to go ahead and get this back up and running. Display capture. There we go. Automatic. Windows. All right, here we go. Display capture. We're going to go ahead and try and get a little bit of an interview in here, but I need to log into Discord on mobile. So I can actually drag these people into the call. It's forcing me to do some sort of puzzle to log into Discord. Interesting. Pick out the object you can see on the street. Okay, I will. You guys want to do this with me? I can see a bike on the street. Yeah? Okay. Will you let me log in now? Sweet. Nice. Okay. Cool. Nope. Okay. I'm just going to drag people in. I don't care. Penalty,
Ooh.
what is up, man?
What's good, man? How you doing?
Man, after that, man, I'm doing incredible. What's it called? Looked absolutely electric today. You guys
Thank you, thank you.
put OPZ in the ground, and I just have to go ahead and speak to you a little bit about the narrative going into this match. You know, the narrative of OPZ always wins against what's it called? OPZ actually sent you guys into the lower bracket of Group C during the Night Sky Invitational. This is the first time in any Night Sky tournament that you guys have ever touched the upper bracket of groups. How does it feel, Penalty, to finally vanquish your demons?
It feels good. It's just funny because my duelist Nimbus, he's the best. Low key, I'm not gonna lie. We were having fun. I'll be honest with you. We were just we for Lotus. We had to get our footing in because some of us weren't here originally. Then I had the one v one, so I was ready. But everyone else was warming up, and then in the lobby we were just have fun. Do what we had to do. We were playing with the sub, aka me, because I have a JOB now, so I'm subbing in for the actual IGL.
Right. Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah,
you guys definitely looked incredible. You won the
Yeah.
Odin as well. You were doing your best Brock impersonation. It was very, very accurate. The absolute demoralizer, as I like to call it, the demoralizer of the Odin, just getting that spam kills
thanks,
out.
man.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the narrative. Um, did you even think about the narrative coming into this match? The narrative of OPZ wins over what's it called?
I'll be completely honest with you. I told the team, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna drool and have fun. I'm gonna shoot my gun. Call. We had like 1 day of practice, and that was like last week. And it sucks for them because we were gonna choose Lotus, and they stole it. So I was like, listen, I don't want to play Split. Let's just play Ascent. And if we don't play Ascent, let's play Fracture. We're gonna run it down.
Right, yeah. I mean, I spoke a little bit about it while I was casting the fact that this is still early on in the tournament. And a lot of teams don't have their identity figured out yet. A lot of teams don't know which maps are good for other teams. But you guys, what's it called, came into this tournament keeping a very strong core. Even you as a sub now, coming in with an established identity, you understand what your maps are, and you just confirm that for me. You know that Lotus is good for you. I want to ask a little bit about the fact that, OPZ is such a young team at this point. They only kept 2 core players. Do you think that had anything to do with the fact that OPC simply looked unprepared for you guys, or was it more you guys having just incredible chemistry?
I think it's just because we have incredible chem. They had good comps, but I can instantly tell the weakness because for Lotus, you need Viper. Viper is really essential. So they went with Double Dive, which is not bad, but also it's the fact that they're running, what was it, like Waylay, Ray's Jet. In my opinion, they should be running Phoenix for the Flash if you're going to run Double Duelist. We ran it before when Lotus first came out on Season 1 or whatever you want to call this. And we just ran it down, just had the accurate reads. But yeah, no, we then on Ascent, they were running some like fucking loud comp. I don't know what they were running. I was like, Loki, just run at them. They're gonna run at us, run at them back. Like, hey, we're gonna shoot our guns.
Yeah, we were running the Waylay Harbor Viper Neon Sky, something that we've seen a little bit of on other maps such as Split and Bind, but we've never seen that on Ascent. And I definitely think that you guys had incredible chemistry, and also OPZ didn't have a Sentinel, and they went down on attack, which should have been their stronger side, and then just lost out on defense. And they didn't actually win a single defensive round. I think you might want to fact check me on that.
No, yeah, we were just running it down. I remember because we were talking about in the team. But honestly, that comp could work. It's just, in my opinion, it doesn't fit them because they're not using the Viper as an essential lurker. And not only that, it's a you have to run a Sentinel, but it works if your Viper is lurking. Yeah. That's what I could say. And the fact that she wasn't lurking, then it just doesn't make sense to me.
For sure. Well, thank you so much, man. Thank you for your insight and incredible performance today. Congratulations. Whoever you meet in the upper is definitely gonna have to be super scared of you.
Yeah, I mean, it was my team. Honestly, I took my neurooptimal flow state, and I did the work. My team did the work. We were just having fun, honestly.
I'm so glad to hear that, man, and I hope that continues.
Thank you.
On in the arena. And thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna go ahead and get Nimbus in here.
Thank you so much, man. See ya.
Nimbus, what's up,
man?
Yo, how's it going? I immediately jumping into it. I talked already to Penalty a little bit about the narrative coming into this match. During the Invitational, OPZ beat you guys in the first round of groups. In Group C, you guys matched up, and they sent you guys to the lowers, which you guys still made it out of groups
Yeah.
fairly well, but it didn't matter because that set off a chain reaction that made you match up against some very strong teams in the playoffs and eventually be eliminated. I want to talk a little bit about the narrative and discuss with you if that's something that you thought about coming into this match, because you certainly vanquished that demon, that legacy from last season.
It was like whatever. We really weren't that worried. I wasn't worried because like sincerely, the only reason we lost against them last time was we took them too lightly because we scrimmed them and we destroyed them. So it wasn't like we came in like somewhat like Zara woke up like 30 minutes before the game. I was like playing a whole different game. I was playing Street Fighter. I wasn't even playing Valorant. No warm up, no nothing. So we lost, and then it happens, right? But that loss taught us not to or underestimate any opponent. But still, we're still not 100% because we have a sub. One of our players isn't here. We're gonna only scrim it like 2 times a week.
Right.
But I knew we couldn't lose today. I knew, me personally, we couldn't lose today because, like, if I play how I normally play, no team can beat us.
Yeah.
No team can beat us.
100%. It was definitely cool to see you guys learning from your past mistakes. During the Night Sky Invitational, obviously you guys came into the tournament as 0G Nebula, and we rated you guys very, very highly. But no offense to you, expectations didn't exactly play out. And actually, your sister team, 0G Comet, are the ones who made the lower bracket run all the way to the grand finals. But now coming into this tournament, I'm glad to see that you guys have learned from those past mistakes and are hopefully going to make it even farther. What's it called? Definitely a threat. And I'm actually being validated and vindicated right now on the fact that I argued for you guys higher up on the leaderboard because you guys have an established core and made a pretty good run of things last season. And I'm glad to see that playing out, that narrative playing out, and you guys denying the overarching narrative. So congratulations on the win today, and also on the great performance.
Wait, was there? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It was like what do you call it? I didn't even know there was like a ranking thing. I didn't even know that. I mean, I don't. I'm looking at it now. Like, if you guys put us like last place, like, it's whatever. Suave,
yeah.
But
people don't usually care about that stuff, anyways.
Because it's like, I mean, if people care about what happened last like tournament, if anyone like with the brain realized that we were playing with like a plat player or half of our team wasn't really here, they would understand. But it's hard to get everyone. Life is a real thing, so
Yeah.
it's hard to get everyone to play the game at the same time.
100%.
Seeing this
like-
now, I'm honestly really glad that H&L caught y'all when y'all had a bunch of subs, because this is looking scary from y'all.
Bro, H&L and Comet would never in their entire life beat us. Ever in their
Yeah.
entire life beat us if we had our full roster.
Those are big words,
Ever.
man. I hope that
No, if we go
They do
go against them though, we're putting belt to ass on them. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we're putting belt.
I will
Like,
we-
look forward to seeing that, man. I will 100% look forward to seeing that.
This guy Pino's the GOAT, bro. Those like some calls there. Like, it was there's a lot of times like I was heating up. I just wanted to swing everything, but this guy's like, oh, calm down, guys. Let's like the Lotus one, his calling, if you heard his calling, it was like, you think this guy's FNS with the calls. It was too
Yeah.
good.
I
So-
have one last question for you. Do you have anything to say to Madara in chat about your win over OPZ today?
Where's Madara?
Onodaya?
What's up? It's I mean, we scrim him a lot. So if we do match up against them, I don't even know if he's with that team as well. But
No, he's not. He's on Celestial Kinos.
no, it's because we scrimmed him twice already and we beat him twice. And I don't know if if that was the team because he was like switching teams a lot. I don't know if
Right.
that was the team, but if we go against them again, confident.
All right.
There
Glad
is
to
like a
hear
few
that.
teams here that we want to go against. There's like I don't know the name of the team, but there's some like team here that they scrimmed that I didn't. I wasn't here for, and they played like some weird comp, and that looked fun. That looked really fun. It was like they were running Reina
Do you have
and
any other?
Flo.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I'm so
Yeah,
excited. I'm so excited.
I don't know who they are because they scrimmed them. They said it was like my team destroyed them, but they said it was like the funnest scrim ever. And I was just watching it from my phone. I was like, dang, dude, this looks fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leak anything. I'm not gonna name the team in case they don't.
Yeah,
want
but
names,
you know what I'm
I've
talking
also
about. You know what I'm
scrimmed them.
talking
It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun to watch them play. But
Oh, another thing, I think the meta shift also helps our team a lot
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna lie, that character Neon was not fair. Like she made bad players good. That character wasn't fair. Like now she's more okay. Now she's like an okay agent, but like back then, like Waylay and Neon were not okay. And
That's
I
true.
didn't want to abuse Neon. I like we only started running Neon towards the end, and it was no fun. I didn't like playing Neon. That was genuinely no fun. But now like this meta is more catered towards Raze and Jet, which are my two best agents. So I just feel really confident about it.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
That's up.
Thank you for your input on everything. I really appreciate it. You have a lot of good insight into a lot of the teams in this tournament because you are on a pretty good team. So thank you so much, and congrats on the win.
By the way, I
today.
love John Pork. I love John Pork. That's my dog. That's
We
my
all love
dog.
John Pork. We all love John Pork.
I love John Pork.
A server full of John Pork supporters, man.
I am a John Pork server.
Good job again on the incredible performance, and I can't wait to see you back next week, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great night.
Honestly, though, they seem like nice people. I hope their next games go just like this one.
Yeah. No, same
But
here.
we'll see.
Well, thank you all. I hope that you all have an amazing night. Thank you for tuning into the first match of the Night Sky Invitational. This is me and my co-caster Poke signing off, and we
Hello.
hope to see you all back for the next game. Have an amazing night.
Good night, everybody.